Hello, MassAttacks here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have a look at a battle from the Tier 10 Russian Reward Heavy Tank. It is the Object 260. If you enjoy the content, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So before we get into the action, I'll show you my crew and equipment that I've currently got on this tank. My crew on this tank is one of my best crews, they're really good, from my 277, 3 of them's on the 8th skill, the loader's on the 7th skill which is maxed out. The equipment I use in the special survivability slot is improved hardening, then I've got bounty gun rammer and bounty vents. Also use a premium consumable food. Then field modifications, I've got this maxed out, which does give us 3% extra vehicle hit points and 2% extra engine power. Haven't bothered fiddling with any of the other settings. So this is the way I've been playing this tank most recently. So let's have a look at it in action. Today I'm playing on Tundra. It's a standard battle and I've got the 510 matchmaking and I'm top tier today. And as you can see, I'm not going where the heavies generally go. This is a position I like to go. If you can push down the bottom, catch some of the tanks pushing towards the hill, you can generally get some shots in, and then you can turn right and push up the middle. So that's what I'm attempting to do. You can also, if you're doing well on the hill and you win the hill, you can push behind the enemy, flank them, and get some great shots behind them, and hopefully your team will push forward. And then you'll end up winning the hill. I think I am a little bit justified in doing this manoeuvre instead of facing the heavies, because a lot of heavies have went up to that. But there is a tank behind us now, T-54, so I want to try and get them. You can shoot from both sides, so it is a really good position as long as they don't push into your position. So I'm going to try and get the T-54. So let us explain the intro and the title of this video. I do still love this tank, but I think it's time. And if you noticed, I did have some sad music. I am going to retire this tank now from random battles. I will still use it for clan wars or advances, but I'm not really going to play this tank in random battles anymore. And the reason is I've had over 1,000 battles now, and this is my most played tank. I have really enjoyed it, but I think it's just time to play something else now. I do have the 279E, so I'm really enjoying that. And now that I've maxed out the field modifications, I feel like there's nothing else to do in this tank. So this is it. Now back to the battle. Team are pushing through, so I want to try and get the Super Conqueror. He's giving us a lot of hassle, firing gold at us, he's pulled down. So I want to push in aggressive. He's a one-shotter. He's been taken out. He's getting support by 11 PDA, but I managed to get a shot into him, but my teammate has died. So I'm just going to push, put some pressure on them. There he is. Another shot into the 11 PDA. He's a one-shot now, and he's been taken out. So only in male 2 can I get a shot into him. Trying to find the shot. Got a shot into him, and he's been taken out. So hill 1. So I'll quickly tell you about this tank if you're not familiar with it. It basically is just a better Object 277. It's got great mobility. I do have a top speed of 60 kilometers an hour going forward, 15 in reverse. The armor's really good. On the hull you get 150 millimeters on the front, 150 millimeters on the side, 70 on the rear. Then your turret's got 350 millimeters on the front, which is excellent. 240 on the side, 100 on the rear. Also with my crew and equipment, I've managed to get my view range to 468 meters. That's without the use of quoted optics. So now the gun, it is a nice 122 millimeter. You get 260 millimeters of penetration with 440 alpha damage. With my crew and equipment, I've got a reload time of 8.24 seconds, which gives us a DBM of 3,202. Then I've got an aim time of 1.91 seconds, which is quite nice, and a dispersion of 0.30, which is really good, especially for a Russian heavy. You also get a shell velocity of 1259 meters per second, which is quite nice, but the downsides, like most Russian tanks, is its gun depression, which is only 6 degrees. So back to the battle, and basically all I'm doing is cleaning up now. The battle's pretty much won, although the hit points are quite close, but we're pushing in aggressive and we've got map control. As soon as we take these out, we'll push round and flank the last heavies and tank destroyers. So an end of an era for me. I've had exactly 1,020 battles, random battles in this tank, and it is my top tank now for random battles, most games played. I'll be quite happy playing the Object 277 and WZ-1115A. I've also got the WZ Quillen, which is the same game style, so I'll be quite happy playing them, getting the field modifications to maximum. This is the crew from the Object 277, so the tanks will be pretty much similar. So the enemy's down to the last 2 tanks. I've tracked the T10, so I'm getting some assistance off that. The IS-7's pretty much got most of his hit points, so I've taken the T10 out. Now I'm flanking round the IS-7. I've actually ran out of my standard shell, so I've got to fire gold at him now, getting one shot in and he's been taken out. Let's have a quick look at the stats. Was only a class 2 badge, but I got the Confederate medal for hitting more enemy vehicles than any other player on your team, at least 6. I hit 9, and I got the high caliber for me 7,578 damage with 228 assist. Top of the tree for XP with a base XP of 1143. Top for damage. I made 43,000 credits plus 12,091 XP. That's due to playing a premium vehicle, a personal mission payout, a personal reserve bonus, and an award for the first victory each day, which was at ×4. I'd like to thank you for watching today's battle. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to comment and like. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. There's a little icon in the bottom left hand corner. Cheers.